Hey friends, I'm coming to you live from my mama's Tweety Bird room. That's why you see all this Tweety Bird stuff. And if I spun around in the room, you would see a whole lot more. It's December 31st, and time to recap the year. I'm not even going to make it long, or at least I'll try not to. But let me start by sharing an experience I had while I was in the Michaels today. I actually went to the Michaels, so I thought, because my sister broke her bracelet. So I went to get some more elastic string, and then I was perusing the bead section. There was a lady there, and we were kind of crossing paths. So I said, "Excuse me, no problem." And I started down another aisle, and she walked up to me and she said, "Are you starting a business or are you starting a new venture?" And I was like, "Well, I started a business in June." She was like, "You need to focus on one thing." She was like, "Spirit spoke to me and you got my attention." I said, "Okay." She said, "You're all over the place right now." I said, "Uh-huh." She said, "But I want you to know that there's no organization for you. There's no order, but that's okay." I said, "All right." She said, "Just write it down." She said, "Write it down." She said, "Be careful, because there are people that are around you that are going to be upset because of where you're going, but it's okay." She said, "It's all good for you. It's all going to work out." I said, "All right." She said, "God bless you. God bless you too." Now look, let me tell you, for 2020, even before 2020, but much of 2020, every moment of my life, I've been like, "God, what do I believe?" And I would read stuff and I would see stuff, and it would really have me questioning, what do I believe? People very close to me, let me not even say people, a person very close to me just a week ago told me something, and then they said, "Well, I'm in a different place spiritually, and I just don't do blah, blah, blah." And I'm listening and I'm like, okay. But see, I'm always the person, and I've always been this way. You believe what you believe. You do what you feel is best for you. That's how it should be, because I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. So you do what's best for you. But I'm the type of person, I see, I read, I feel, and it really starts to affect me. So my goal and my purpose at this point in my life is to be confident in Kai. Be confident in what Kai believes, what Kai wants to do, what Kai hears, and not let outside things affect me. So when the lady approached me in the store, I was like, I wanted to cry, but then I couldn't. I was just like, wow, And I've always said that God speaks to me. He just speaks to me differently than he speaks to everyone else. I said to my best friend today, I said, 2020 has been a year, but I refuse to say that it was bad, because in all honesty, I have had years that were far worse than 2020. In this year, God has allowed me to accomplish things, to see things, to do things that I have not been able to do, that I have made excuses for not doing, that I've literally run from for so many years of my life. I painted my downstairs. I got new living room furniture, even though DJ has pretty much destroyed it, but I got new living room furniture. I got a grandson. My daughter graduated from college, I still have my car. When last year, I was at a point of I didn't know how I was going to pay for half the stuff, how I was going to maintain half the stuff. And all of this is nothing that I've done, nothing that I'm even worthy of, because I don't always do right. But what I'm learning is to not downplay myself. There were many years when I would literally have to drive home. And everybody knows I used to burn the road up. But this is the second year that, even with COVID, my children and I were able to fly home. And it was a nonstop flight. And the amazing thing about it is, it wasn't even a full flight. So we were still able to social distance. That in itself is a blessing. Every time I come home, I always get a little sad because it's like I'm counting down the days when I have to go back. And I still get a little sad, but the joy in the fact that I don't have to make that 12-hour drive is a blessing. The fact that my family is still here, and for the first time in many years, there's a total sense of peace. That is a blessing. I don't want to focus on the negative. I just want to focus on life and being happy and full of joy and not questioning what's to come. I am so grateful, even with all that I've endured and all that we've been through, that, in August, my ex-husband had a very serious health scare, to the point where, had it gone another way, he would no longer be here. I am grateful because I truly believe that God used me. And it wasn't a test to see where my heart was or where I'm positioned, because I'm always going to be in position. I'm always going to do what I'm supposed to do. Even if in my mind I'm cussing, screaming, crying, and complaining because I don't understand and I don't want to do it, I'm still going to do it. And I thank God for having me where he had me. And even though a lot of pain and hurt came with what I had to do, it was things that were being hidden from me that were revealed. And it's so interesting to me because there are things that I say, God, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Just, I don't want to. But the verse that carried me through 2020, for when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. He never said that there wouldn't be some opposition or some difficulty or some pain that wouldn't come with it, but he would make it happen. And I am grateful for it. I am grateful for even the times when I didn't want to, because even in doing these videos, I didn't want to do them. I don't want to do them because everything's about going viral. Everything's about likes. Everything's about comments. Everything's about numbers. But when God puts it on my heart to share, I have to, because I won't rest until I do what I'm supposed to do. It's been a difficult year as far as school, especially for us with children that have special needs, because teachers that are trained to educate children with special needs, teachers in general, I tip my hat to you. And especially those with special needs children. My son DJ is very stubborn. He does his schoolwork at school. So getting him to do schoolwork at home is pretty much a no-go. So I give kudos and props to all of the educators that have endured. So in this year, we may have lost a lot. If we put it in perspective, we have to look at what we've gained. You know, just look at what we've gained. My heart and my prayers go out to everyone that has lost a loved one, because it's affected a lot of us, my family included. You know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God for the relationships that have flourished. I am grateful to God for the things that I have been allowed to finally let go. I am grateful to God for life, health, strength, for family, for my sanity, for my peace of mind. I am grateful to God for opportunity. I'm grateful to God for life. For even when things seem like they just don't make sense, I'm just grateful. And I want to continue to be grateful. I want to continue to walk into the things that God has for me. I don't want to be afraid anymore. I want to live. I want to live. And wanting to live is a statement that I've been making for several years now. To actually be in the place of saying that I want to live and really want to live is major for me. So I want to thank you all for just believing in me, for praying for me, for truly being a part of my tribe, my family, my circle of influence. It's never about the quantity, always about the quality. And I continue to pray nothing but longevity and quality of life for each and every one of you. And I pray that I have blessed you and uplifted you, motivated you in some way. And I pray that I am able to continue to do that in whichever way God, Spirit, allows to see fit. Cheers to all of you for an amazing 2020. You made it. I'm proud of you. And as we continue to march ahead and look forward, we're going to go forth and be great. On purpose, with purpose, because we have purpose. And I love you. Happy New Year.